Hello, everyone. Today's meditation is one breath at a time. So I encourage each and every one of you to take a moment to make sure that you have everything that you need for this next half an hour or so. Make sure that you will not be disturbed. Be in your quiet space so that we can get started on this magnificent meditation that's going to bring to us relaxation. It will give us the ability to release and let go of whatever it is that we took on today and we're carrying with us. And for some of us, it might be things that we're carrying for years. But we are going to start working on releasing, relaxing, and letting go. So as we get started, I ask you to bring your attention first and foremost to God, the universe, the entire souls of light. And we ask this evening for calm, for peace, for overstanding. We ask God's guidance with whatever it is that we may be going through within our earthly lives. We ask this magnificent presence that is never an absent in our lives to show us the way, to show us how to grow, and to give us the courage to respond instead of reacting, to give us the strength to live life one breath at a time. I ask you now to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, set your personal intention. What is it that you would like to release from whatever you may have taken on today, or for whatever you may be holding on to for last year or for many years ago? Just take a moment and find that one thing, just one, that you would like to release today. One breath at a time. There's no need to rush. Just one breath at a time. As we journey on our journey of meditation, and as we learn to go deeper into how to meditate, which is just a way to focus, you must always remember, life should be lived one breath at a time. When we use our breath as an anchor, it brings us back to the present moment again and again. When our mind wanders off into problem solving or fantasizing or worrying, our breath is our natural regulator. Built in, it's free, and it's always with us, it's portable. It's our way to be compassionate and loving to ourselves. One breath at a time. So let's just continue to focus on our breath, breathing in and out. And each time you breathe in, remember there's an abundance of beautiful, pure, clean energy that's entering your mind, your physical body, and your spirit. And this beautiful breath, it's bringing that into you. And each time you exhale, it's carrying it outside of you, all the stagnant, negative, toxic energies that you've been holding on to. And remember that intention that you set at the beginning. That one thing that you want to once and for all release and let go. I want you now to focus on that intention. Focus on whatever it is, a memory from the past, a hurt, something that you feel very guilty about. This is your time now to allow this one breath that you're taking in. Each time you take in that breath and you're releasing, allow it to be released from the mind, the physical body, and the spirit. If you find that your mind is wandering away, bring it back to your intention. Bring it back to the breath. And continue your releasing of whatever it is that you need to release. Sometimes when we're doing this breathing exercise, we find it hard to focus. And one way that is good to remember that we are here, we're in this moment, we're not living what's going to happen tomorrow, we are not living in the past, but we're now. And one way that is a good way to do that is to breathe in. Say it to yourself. I am breathing in. Breathe out. I am breathing out. And that keeps us in the present moment. And remember, when we're doing this, be patient with ourselves. And I know it's the new year. And usually around this time, we want to do everything right away. We set all these goals and we want to accomplish these goals right now. I encourage each and every one of you to be patient with self. Remember, one breath at a time. In this moment, we think about a mountain that we need to climb. And we know that the saying that is there that always talk about one day at a time, right? We must live one day at a time. And the reason why this is so important is this mountain, right? Each of us have our own mountain. Some of us have a row of mountains. But we must remember, we can't climb that mountain all at once, or all those mountains in one day. It's impossible. We don't even know what is up 100 feet, what we may face. We don't even know if we'll reach 100 feet. And this is where it brings us back to taking it one step at a time when we're going up our mountains. And this is exactly what we're doing now. One breath at a time. Consciously breathing one breath at a time. And remembering whatever it is that has happened in the past. Whatever it is that you may be going through. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, we must do it one moment at a time. So let's focus on the breath, breathing in. I am breathing in. Exhale. I am breathing out. So let's just stay here for a moment, allowing ourselves to breathe Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Notice the sensations that are arising within you. Notice what it feels like to allow yourself to take up space in this moment. To be one with this moment. To be present with each and every breath that you take. As you're breathing in and out, taking one breath at a time, notice how silence, stillness starts becoming a part of you. Many times we find it hard to be still or silent as we rush around our days, rush around our nights, rush around our lives. We often forget how important it is to allow ourselves to be still and silent. And when we choose to take life one breath at a time, this is one of the benefits. Right in this moment, you may be experiencing thoughts like, should I be doing something? What if I'm falling behind? Oh, I need to feed the pets. Oh, I need to go walk and do my exercise. There's so many things that starts popping up in the mind because this is not a practice that you usually do. So you start feeling, oh, there's something else I must do. But I want us to remember this. And remember it whenever you feel like, oh, there's something I need to do. Go with one breath at a time. Because this moment of one breath at a time, it's giving you the ability to slow down, to realize that there's no need to rush through life. And when we choose to use our breath as our anchor, it gives us the tools that we need to be very aware, to be conscious, think clearly, develops the mind, develops the spiritual body, that if there's an emergency that happens, if there's something catastrophic happens within our lives, we are able to fall back on one breath at a time and not waste time and energy and scatter our energy in rushing around and not thinking things through. So I encourage each and every one of you, be mindful of your breathing. Remember, this is our God-given tool. Without the breath, we wouldn't be here. The breath is life. And in choosing to live our lives in a very aware and conscious state, we must practice breathing one breath at a time. So let's bring ourselves back to our intention again. What is it that we're trying to let go of? What one thing it is that you're going to try to release and let go for this week? I encourage you to link it to your breath. And each time you breathe in, know that you're breathing in an abundance of pure, clean energy. And that pure, clean energy is here to support you to live a healthy, beautiful life, clear mind, healthy organs. So allow this beautiful breath of fresh air that you're taking in to travel through the mind, the spirit, physical body. And as you exhale, release, release, release whatever it is that you need to release. One breath at a time. Now, as we're coming to the close of this exercise tonight, one breath at a time, I would like for you to imagine what it would feel like to give this attention, this focus, this meditation to your mind, to your physical body and your spirit for 7 days. Notice what you would feel like. See if you could imagine what you would feel like after doing this for 7 days. Knowing that you are starting to condition your mind, your spirit, and your physical body to operate at its prime state, to operate at the space that God said this is what it should be. I want you to think of that for a moment. And I want you to commit to giving yourself the chance, giving yourself love, making the commitment to self that every day, starting today, Sunday, January 5th, 2025, that you will be doing this one breath at a time meditation every day at bedtime. This is your one breath at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time, to living a more fulfilling, enlightened, happy, peaceful, loving life. And as we end today, we say thank you to God, to the entire universe, to all souls of light, to this magnificent presence that is never an absent in our lives. We say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We say thank you to ourselves for this commitment that we are making in loving ourselves. So for the next few minutes, I ask you to just be still and continue to listen to one breath at a time, breathing in and out. And I'll see you all, or you shall hear from me next week. Namaste. And I would like for each and every one of you to know that I value in you the place where the entire universe dwells, the place of truth, of love, of peace, of joy. And I believe when we communicate on this level, we are truly one. Namaste.